now. Lucy, I mean, this is extraordinary news. We can't even believe we're hearing this morning. What more do you know?
Oh my God. I mean, when I just got the alert, I couldn't believe it myself. I mean, it's been the 3rd of October she went missing. It's been 3 weeks they've been searching for her. So it's incredible news. I don't think anyone thought this would be the outcome. But yeah, so basically, they've been searching. They've been throwing everything they have at it. They had specialist trackers up there for weeks. TRG was supposed to go up today with the dog squad, but they've thrown up drones mapping the area. They've been searching through thousands and thousands of police reports, and as well they were even using the satellite to try and track movements, as well as mobile phones as well, to try and trace anyone in the area. What they did as well, they went through mountains of rubbish, 500 kilometres south of the campsite, 100 kilometres north. That was what they did yesterday and the days previous. They didn't find anything. Incredibly, this morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, they broke into a house, a locked house, and found Cleo in a room, and they asked what her name was. She said, "My name is Cleo." So right now they have someone in custody, and Cleo has been reunited with her family, which is incredible. I don't think that anyone in WA thought this would happen.
You know, they were zeroing in, weren't they, pretty early on, and they had an inkling that they were after a vehicle, that maybe the vehicle went north, possibly south. They didn't quite know where, but that vehicle was obviously a huge lead for them. Has led them to Carnarvon, and as you say, there is someone who's been taken into custody. A man's been taken into custody, and is being questioned by police right now. Obviously, still very early in the morning in Western Australia. But as you say, Lucy, this search was far and pretty extraordinary work by police, given there weren't that many leads, right?
No, I mean, that was the thing. They were saying to us just yesterday that their abductor may not have been captured on any CCTV because of just how vast it is. And they only had, you know, only one camera north at the Blowholes, or at the Manilia Roadhouse, which is north of the Blowholes campsite. And then they were relying on CCTV or dash cam vision and CCTV from businesses and homes in the area. They'd knocked hundreds of homes in the area as well. And they were quite tight-lipped. But yeah, they were going off this one lead that they had, that the car was seen travelling south in the early hours, about 3 or 3:30 that morning. So, I mean, it seemed like it was a bit hopeless, and they had AFP come in. They were using their secret technology. But, I mean, just yesterday they were saying, you know, that they didn't have anything. So incredibly amazing how tight-lipped they were with all of this.
And sort of what perhaps potentially changed overnight, how late that information may have come to them. But for police to be saying now that this is the outcome that we all hoped and prayed for, there must have been some extraordinary police work done.
Do you know what else? Like, can I just say this too, Lucy? I mean, those parents copped a lot of grief. Terrible stuff online, right? And they were trolled mercilessly.
Yeah.
For them to be sitting there right now and they've got her back.
Little girl back.
You know, it just says a lot, doesn't it? And you've been around them.
Well,
how will they be, you know, with that news this morning, do you think?
Oh, it'd be unbelievable. I mean, I'm sure, you know, everyone pulled apart their 2 interviews. Of course, the first one, that was probably the first interview they did. It was an awkward interview. It was shot weirdly. So of course people are going to be sceptical, and even after police confirmed that they weren't suspects at all, people were still attacking them online. So now this, to have their baby girl back, to have someone in custody, and for her to be alive and safe, incredible outcome. I mean, they would just be beside themselves. Absolutely ecstatic, no doubt.
OK, so police have someone in custody. They've also just released this message. Have a listen.
It's my privilege to announce that in the early hours of this morning, the Western Australian Police Force rescued Cleo Smith. Cleo is alive and well. A police team broke their way into a locked house in Carnarvon at about 1 a.m. They found little Cleo in one of those rooms. One of the officers picked her up into his arms and asked her, "What's your name?" She said, "My name is Cleo." Cleo was reunited with her parents a short time later. This is the outcome we all hoped and prayed for. It's the outcome we've achieved because of some incredible police work, and I want to thank Cleo's parents, the Western Australian community, and all of the volunteers. And of course, I want to thank my colleagues in the Western Australian Police Force. I can confirm that we have a man from Carnarvon in custody who is currently being questioned by detectives. We'll have more to say on the rescue of Cleo as the day unfolds. But for now, welcome home, Cleo.
Good evening and welcome tonight.
What a powerful message.
Oh, what a powerful message. I can't believe that she's been found alive.
Cleo Smith, found alive. Miracles do happen. We're back with more of that developing.
This is amazing, and it just restores my hope that one day other children like Summer Wells will be found alive, just like Cleo was. When more information comes out, I will update everybody on current events, but as it stands, I'm so happy that Cleo has been returned to her family, and I think it's amazing what West Australian police have done in terms of looking and finding Cleo. I'm just so happy. I just thought I'd give a quick update on the news story I've just watched.